All right, so this first topic here. GTA 6 is coming out next year. I know we're not a video game podcast, but I saw a clip, a short little clip from Rap Latte with Torre and King Green. And Grand Theft Auto 6 could very possibly be a bigger cultural moment than the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Are you sure about that?
And that's the discussion that we're going to have.
You don't play video games, so you don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm the novice here, so I have no idea what
so
y'all
let's go
talking
ahead and
about.
flip that over and let's watch this.
Yeah.
This is the biggest of all entertainment. Do you know this is the most sold, most earned entertainment property ever anywhere on anything? We're talking about movies. Nothing has earned more than this game.
More
When
money.
it comes to more money, yeah.
So you think this is a bigger cultural event than like Sinners and like G and X?
That's like a dumb question.
Yeah,
This is the
definitely
biggest
Sinners.
cultural event, like, period. I'm making you have to figure out about it. Like, it touches everybody.
It's bigger
than Sinners and GNX, yes. Like, easily.
He went on after that and said, and Ryan Coogler and Kendrick would tell you that as well.
I would agree as far as it being bigger than Sinners and the album GNX. I don't know if it would be bigger than the actual moment that happened between Drake and Kendrick.
So that's the first question. Will Grand Theft Auto be a bigger cultural moment than Kendrick and Drake's beef? Now, granted, it lasted for about a year, you know, so it was a big moment. There was an album, there was a Super Bowl, there's lots of things that happened in between. But
Tour.
I know that where Mike's going to stand because he doesn't play video games and he doesn't understand it. Terry, you do play video games, so you understand the importance of Grand Theft Auto 5, and so do you, Jay. And also its impact on hip hop in that state as well. So with all that being said,
Here's my thing, right? And then I'm going to let y'all go because I'm clearly not, I don't know nothing about this. But I would guess this is the 6th edition or version of this game. So I assume it's been successful for a pretty long time. Is that fair to say?
it's still one of the most played games out there, and it's over a decade. I bought this game on PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tells me how long it's been successful.
Yeah.
I don't see why it couldn't be because of the longevity heading into this big release, if it's what you guys are saying it is, culturally.
Well, I would say speak to it how you see it, though.
Yeah, I'm on the outside looking in. For me, since I don't play video games, I'm going to lean more towards the Kendrick Drake phenomenon because I haven't played video games since like PlayStation 1. So I don't know. But
I think it's
But with that being said, I still know what Grand Theft Auto is.
yeah, but I'm saying like I'm not even like pointing this as like a pop culture moment.
Right.
Okay.
I think it might be a bigger even potential hip hop moment.
So you're classifying the game itself as a hip hop moment
Because of what its reach and who it will affect.
Are you taking in consideration I'm just digging here.
Well,
Music that goes with the game too, does that count or no?
That's where I was going.
There's different stations generally. I don't know how they're going to do this particular game. I will say this about Grand Theft Auto. This game is highly anticipated. From a popularity standpoint, this is definitely more popular than Kendrick and Drake because it spans over more than just hip hop when it comes to that. Everybody that plays video games, a first person or whatever they call it. It's not third person. Yeah, third person. I mean, they kind of set the trend as far as what it's supposed to look like. And it's massive and it's been out, I don't know how long. But anyway.
Like 2012, I believe.
Yeah. The last one.
13.
Yeah.
But even before that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've had success for a long time.
Yeah. So I think from a popularity standpoint that spans globally, this will be more impactful than the Drake and Kendrick beef. The Drake and Kendrick beef is more centered as an American culture thing, whereas Grand Theft, it definitely hit the over the pond, overseas, whatever. But people that don't listen to hip hop or rap or could care less about a Drake and Kendrick beef are going to tap into this game. So that's why I see it as being a bigger cultural impact overall. I don't know about hip hop wise.
If we get, because it's been pushed back a couple of times.
Yeah.
If we know definitively is hitting on May 26, 2026, you have to understand that weekend, the numbers at the movie theater are going to go down. there are people who are literally going to stay home from work.
Absolutely.
Adults?
Adults, yes. Yes, that is how big this game is. It is going to have a societal ripple for the first.
Wait. Not kids working.
First of all,
some
the
jobs
game is
or
going to
whatever.
cost $100.
You also have to think like the people that have been waiting for this game to come out are our age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point.
And I mean,
You know,
they're not kids. Like
They're not kids. Kids don't. I mean, they know what
stand
it is
corrected.
because it's something that they want
know
and they're
about
not
it.
supposed to
Yeah.
have.
You know.
Like all grant, it's a serious contraband thing. Like I had a friend of mine whose son wanted to get, I believe, it was Grand Theft Auto 5, and I was like, what? Because he tried to say, oh no, I'm not gonna, hit the hookers with a bat or anything like that.
Sure you're not.
I said, what are you going to do? Like take them to church and, rehab? What?
You literally have to go to the strip club for one of the missions.
I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
So I'm just saying that this is, as much as the Kendrick and Drake thing, that stopped everything for a moment.
Yeah.
This might stop everything for, several years. That's just, I'm not saying stop everything, but Grand Theft Auto 5 still sells like 20 million copies a year, more than a decade after it was out. So we're going to be, once we get Grand Theft Auto 6, we're going to be playing it for the next 10 years.
I think it's an interesting question. Like, will it have a bigger hip hop impact? Like a bigger impact on hip? I mean, it's a hypothetical, right?
Right.
We know that's a hypothetical, but I think it also depends on how the game is structured and what type of impact it has for the music artists that are in the game, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I definitely think it has a potential to kind of impact almost like everything. You haven't seen the trailer either, have you?
I have not.
We can probably watch the trailer.
I'd love to see
and
it.
if it gets blocked, then I'll just fix it. But here's the.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Look at these graphics.
And I think this is based in like what, the late 80s, early 90s or something.
I don't know when this.
It's
one
Vice
was
City.
based.
It's Vice.
I think this one is more updated, honestly,
When
because
I looked at the cars and whatnot.
yeah,
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, that friend can be on at 24.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I think you heard before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey. Hands above your head, now!
You, Sting. The new beginnings.
You breaking news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us. Ring the bell! Shot City! The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, we're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Now, a lot of these is just like it's not really showing gameplay.
Yeah.
But the gameplay is typically they're like criminals and they're trying to do some type of criminal type of thing throughout the game. But there's full free on roam and stuff like that. And I think you're going to be able to play both of those characters, the guy and the woman.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Say Vice City, baby.
Vice City, baby!
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Burn it up, baby.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
Yeah, so they're a little bit more of a.
Let's take a look at how many times it's been viewed.
116 million times.
In 3 weeks. In 3 weeks.
And the first trailer was 261 million a year ago.
Damn.
Yeah. So with that being said, with this being a video game, you know, how can a video game be a hip hop cultural moment? How can this video and you know, why do you guys think?
Yeah.
I guess based upon the previous, do you see it like kind of impacting in the same type of way or?
All right, so I will say this. I know this much for this game on the hip hop side of things, that there is a mission or a situation in here where some guys run a record label, a hip hop record label.
Oh, really?
And they're getting their artists off the ground and trying to get them out. I think they kind of showed a little bit of it in there. So from that standpoint, them including that in the game, I guess does make it hip hop adjacent or part of hip hop. I just see it. I see a bigger cultural impact than just hip hop, though.
For sure,
I don't think I can just classify this as a hip hop moment situation as of yet. At least until the game comes out and I see the elements of it. Mm-hmm. I hear the soundtrack, the feel, the missions, things of that nature. But overall, I don't like San Andreas. I can say that was a hip hop moment as far as Grand Theft Auto is concerned.
Yeah.
The last one, from a radio station standpoint,
absolutely,
it was some of the car culture was, but other than that, it was just a solid game
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It kind of remains to be seen, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think I'd actually agree with that.
I think what's going to be important, especially where we're just think about where we were 12, 13, years ago. Where we were 12, 13 years ago, as far as what we were still buying CDs.
Yeah.
If artists these video game placements might start being more important than they've ever been.
Oh, they already are.
You know,
I think that might be here already.
Because you know, when I go through MLB The Show or whatever game I'm playing at the time, and I see what songs are, you know, listed, I'm thinking, wow, that's a good look for that artist. You know, but if you wind up being on Grand Theft Auto, you're talking about, you know, people listening to the songs that you have placed on that for the next 10 to 12 years.
Which is crazy.
You know, so because the thing is with sports games, once, you know, I know how I am, especially with the, you know, advent of Game Pass, I get the new game every year. So whatever was on the soundtrack 2 years ago, I mean, it's pretty much stopped getting its run. You know, so because it changes every year. But with Grand Theft Auto, like I said, these songs are listened to. I mean, now there are rights management things, especially with the fact that you can remove things through DLC and internet. But I mean, you know, you never know. It might be another situation where a couple of years ago they came out with the whole Dr. Dre themed heist, you know, and he put out new music through Grand Theft Auto. So I'm not only just excited for the game, but I'm just excited how they put all these cultural things together. You know, like you said, the car culture. You know, I know there have been things that were controversial with the Vice City initially with how Haitians were portrayed, but I think they've kind of figured out how to not have those same things happen, you know, in the subsequent parts of the series. So I know, like I said, I know you as not a gamer, Mike, you don't realize how much this affects not just gaming culture. Like I know people, like I still haven't upgraded my my system. I'm still playing the same Xbox that I won from Taco Bell. You know,
I ain't mad at you though.
You know, because I keep thinking, okay, when this game comes out, I might buy it because now the new MLB The Show does not come out on last gen. So that's making me want to go ahead and pull the trigger. But one of the things I was waiting on was Grand Theft Auto 6.
I've literally stood in line on opening day for the last two Grand Theft Autos.
Okay.
And again, the last one came out 10 years ago. And the one before that, I want to say it was 03. Maybe 03,
I think, didn't they have one in between there?
No, because there was Grand Theft Auto 4. I remember because we got two of them on 360.
Maybe Vice City might have been after San Andreas.
No, Vice City was because we got Grand Theft Auto 3,
Here we go.
Vice City, and then San Andreas. We got three on like...
Vice City was 2002. Andreas was 2004. Grand Theft Auto 5 4 was 2008. Grand Theft Auto 5 was 2013.
Okay. So I think I only skipped one. I think I skipped the 2008 one.
Yeah, I think I did too, actually.
Yeah.
But
driving physics aside, Grand Theft Auto 4 was actually really great.
Yeah.
So it's about to get ugly when this game come out.
Man, the world might shut down for a minute.
Yeah, I think, the interesting thing about, how can it be a hip hop cultural moment is legitimately, I think back specifically to the radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that it worked in the past is there's like this cogwheel and all these different, as you're driving, you can just hold the button and you can choose which radio station you want to play at. There was a Flying Lotus station playing super underground Flying Lotus type stuff. There was Freddie Gibbs was on it. There, like all of the artists that were on GTA at this point, their careers are all better than they were when they started there.
Yeah.
And now, granted, I think also at the same time, most of these artists that are on here were probably already doing
something to be recognized
at that point, but it's just one of those things. It's just like imagine massive radio play, but in a virtual form.
I have a question. So, as it relates to how you can select which artist or radio station you want to listen to, right? Is this something that is you have to bear with me here. You update the rosters on 2K or whatever. Can the radio station be changed? Or is it locked in?
So with the previous one, I don't know how they do with GTA Online, but with the previous one, like if I go and play the old school Grand Theft Auto, the same Freddie Gibbs where he's moving like a drug.
With BJ the Chicago Kid.
That one too?
Okay, yeah.
Those were the ones that were like, a lot of this music was populated during the blog era. Was accumulated, like Alchemist and like somebody else has their own radio station on there too, I think. I forget. I think it was Earl Switzer or Madlib's brother.
Yeah.
And Alchemist have like Dr. No's Experiment or whatever. Like it's crazy. Like these are underground hip hop.
I was about to say that's super underground.